Remember when you told me that I should take it slow, but I can't.
Well, hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be cleaning the house before we decorate for fall. I am going to be showing you a sneak peek of all the things I have for fall, and there is so much to get done in this video. If you're new here, my name is Lauren Nicholson. I love to share all things homemaking here on my channel, and if you like that type of video, definitely hit the subscribe button. And if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay guys, let's get cleaning.
This time I'm not looking back, babe. You can change me, you can tell me down, I'll leave that goes in.
So today I had a lot of tidying up I needed to do, and I love starting my tidy schedule here in the kitchen. It happens to be the area of our house that gets messiest the most, and I don't mind kind of just coming through here at least 2 to 3 times a day and just keeping things tidy, keeping the washing machine running. Pretty much after my morning routine, I always go and start the dishes and start the laundry. They just happen to be the two things that I just like to kind of keep working in the background. I'll even turn on my Robo-Rock, which currently isn't working, which is a bummer. I need to figure out why it isn't, because I have never realized how much I love that little thing as much as I do when I don't have it. If you guys aren't familiar, Robo-Rock is a vacuum mop that you just push a button and it will absolutely clean your floors by vacuuming them and then mopping them afterwards and leaving everything perfect. I use it every single day, which I'm going to put that on my to-do list today after I get done with this voiceover and get this video up. I am going to go downstairs and figure out how the heck to get that thing working again because I miss it so much. But anyway, I had a little bit of time today to go and get all of the fall stuff out of storage, so we're going to be unboxing that as well in today's video. But the first thing I want to do is just get the house clean and tidy. I feel like summertime, the house is dirty in a different way than it is during the school year. In the school year, I feel like there's stuff everywhere, the kids' homework stuff and like backpacks and lunch pails and shoes and socks and sports stuff. And then in summertime, it's like pool stuff and toys and half-eaten sandwiches everywhere. Like, it's a totally different vibe of dirty, and decluttering this summer was so great. If you guys haven't already seen that video, definitely go watch some of my decluttering videos. It has made life so much better to take I took half the things out of this kitchen and donated them, and just having less feels so much easier for me. And then I also did it throughout the kids' rooms, but I didn't film that, and it really helps kind of get, as their back to school stuff is coming in the mail, they have all their back to school uniforms and stuff like that. I've been able to wash them, put them away, and everything just feels like it has a place and a purpose as of recently. So that, I'm really glad I did spend some time this summer decluttering the house, because it makes me feel like I have a little bit more control of my day-to-day. But today we're going to do some cleaning, we're going to do some gardening, we're going to do some fall hauls, and I'm just really excited to get things going. Tell us in the comments down below, how has your summer been? What have you been up to? And how was your weekend? I forgot to mention this at the beginning of this video, but two things. One, we're going to be making pickles from the garden today, which I'm very excited about, and I want to know all of your pickle recipes. And two, I finally finished didn't finish, but I figured out how to share my Apple Music playlist that I listen to, like in the garden, around the house. I turn it on pretty much every time I'm cooking. 100%. If I'm cooking, this playlist is usually playing. And then I also do it while I'm cooking or cleaning or anything like that. So I wanted to share it because you guys have asked what kind of music I listen to during that time. And I will link it down below. If you guys, I think you just like push the link and it goes to, if you have Apple Music, which I highly recommend spending the money so that you don't have all the ads and whatnot, which is kind of a much more pleasant experience than listening to the ads. But anyway, I'm going to link that down below as well, because it's when we go out into the garden, I have it playing in the garden, and it was just so wonderful to have this music going. And it's just such a wonderful cathartic experience, just be in the garden with the chickens and this beautiful music going. And I just love it. I would say some of it's French music, but a lot of it's like 50s and I think you'll enjoy it. If not, I highly recommend not listening to it if you don't enjoy that kind of music, but I find it to be really, really lovely. So I will link that down below. I totally forgot to mention it. Typically, the kitchen tidy each morning after breakfast usually only takes me about 15 minutes. The kids will usually put all of their stuff from breakfast in the dishwasher, and then there's just whatever I was using for cooking. But it's a nice way to just get the day nice and clean. And then if you guys are over on my Instagram, you know that we've been coloring at night, and I found these really cute coloring books. I'll link them down below if you want to join me, but they're very, very fun. And the kids and I have been sitting and watching movies and just coloring at night. And it's been a little bit unseasonably cold here in Northern California for us, even though today is going to be quite warm. So we even had the fireplace on one night, which was quite lovely. I do miss having the Christmas tree, but look how fun. I've been coloring with them. That was my coloring book. I felt like a little kid coloring that. I haven't finished that one page. But anyway, if you're looking for those, definitely check the links down below. I will link the ones that we purchased for our kids, and we've all just been sitting in here and enjoying that. I also did see one from Target. I will link down below as well. That was like a cafe, like a fall cafe one that I did order. It hasn't arrived, but it is coming. I ordered that with a bunch of pillows that I don't need. I don't know why. Why do I buy so many pillows? I don't understand what it is about pillows. Like tell me in the comments down below, are you a throw pillow hoarder like I am? I never realized what an absolute hoarder I was until I got all the stuff from our storage unit, and I'm like, there's like at least 50 fall pillows in here. Well, maybe not 50, but at least 40 for sure. And then I just bought 8 more because Target has stepped up their game in the fall department. Okay, I was shocked in a good way at all the beautiful stuff that Target brought this year for fall, because last year was absolute trash, and everything last year was not good. This year I am like having to not go to Target just so I don't buy any more stuff that I don't need. I wish the fall months were longer. I guess that's why I always decorate in August, September, because at least I get 2 months of fall decor. Then we'll go into October with Halloween, and then right after that I go right into Christmas, because it's only a month and a half, and I feel like I just wish that these like the autumnal and Christmas seasons were a little bit longer, because 45 days just doesn't seem like enough. But anyway, we are going to be decorating in the month of July, so at least I'll have all of my decor up so I can enjoy it. But I definitely feel a little bit guilty having so much of the fall decor stuff that I don't get to like have out year round. Maybe I'll just normalize having fall decorations out during the like January, February, March months when everything is dormant where we live and kind of gray anyway. I'd love to bring it back out for that. I wonder how that would feel. I've never done that. I usually go right into like pinks and greens and things like that, but tell us in the comments down below, do you think it would be okay to decorate using some of the fall decor, at least like the rustic colors, in the months of January, February, March? Would that be weird? Anyway, we're going to keep cleaning. What do you think of this new sitting area? I'm loving this. We moved the TV that we had upstairs down here. I still have to get the media room finished. I've been dealing with some other things, but I'll be sharing that soon, because that TV is 120 inches. It is gigantic, and it is so fun to watch a movie on. We kind of decorated that whole area for Christmas, like a cozy Christmassy vibe, and it was really fun. So I'll be sharing that. I have so many videos coming up. I have that video coming up. I have my bedroom. We're going to redo a bunch of stuff in my bedroom, and I have all of my new bedding for that for fall. So we'll be doing like a cozy bedroom makeover, and then we'll be doing at least 2 fall decorating videos, if not 3, just because I feel like it's going to take me a while to get it all done. But for now, I really wanted to focus today on getting 2 major things done. One, getting the house cleaned after breakfast and just getting things tidied up, because it really does help kind of the compound, messes around the house. If I just wait till the end of the evening to do that, I'm usually exhausted. And if I just kind of tidy throughout the day, it really does make a huge difference. And then I wanted to get all the fall decor from storage here. So again, at the end of this video, I'm going to take you and show you all of the fall decor. But every single day after I get done with my morning routine, which I've shared on my channel many times, I'll do a new routine because it's going to change now that kids are going back to school. But I always tidy up the kitchen. I tidy up the living rooms. I tidy up my bed. And then I always go in the bathroom and just kind of do like a quick check on where are we with laundry in there, because all the kids, not all the kids, but most of the kids like to shower in our shower. So I always like to get that done as well. But for a Sunday reset, I love to just, again, go from room to room and just tidy every single thing up and get ready for the week ahead. That always seems to be the way that keeps the stress away from me. I don't know about you, but it is not a Sunday reset until my wild grain arrives. If you guys aren't familiar with wild grain, they are the first ever bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, artisanal pastries, and fresh pastas. I love that wild grain partners with small bakers and pasta makers across the country, keeping the tradition of artisanal and nutritious food alive. This week, I got the lemon ricotta ravioli. Of course, my croissants. I got these ham and cheese croissants. These turned out amazing. We got some raspberry lemon biscuits. I always grab their sourdough, and then we always get their chocolate chip cookies because they are by far the best cookies you will ever have in your life. If you aren't familiar with wild grain, what makes them different is the amount of incredible food that they provide you from real bakers, which I just think is incredible. I love that the sourdough is used with a slow fermentation, which is much easier on your belly. It's convenient, freezer to table in 25 minutes. You can build your own box with customizable things like seasonal, limited edition items, and then fitting your nutrition needs. So they have things like gluten-free, they have classic, you name it, they have it all. I also love that they donate 2 free meals to the Greater Boston Food Bank with every order. I thought I'd throw some of these delicious cookies in the oven for the kids for lunch. We're also going to be doing croissants for breakfast. I also did those ham and cheese croissants. Those turned out incredible, so delicious. So if you want to join me and try wild grain today, I highly recommend it. They are offering us $30 off your first box plus free croissant for life by using the code Lauren30 or use the link down below. Okay guys, let's head out to the garden and see what we have to harvest today. We have been so impressed with the iGarden robot that cleans the entire pool. It even scales the walls. I am going to link this down below because it is so incredible, and I literally cannot tell you how different our pool is. It even, like, the clarity of the water is like everything about it is better. All I have to do is throw that in there for an hour and it completely scrubs all the walls and floors and cleans and vacuums our pool, which is amazing, especially considering how many kids are in our pool every single day. So the other thing I want to do is just tidy things up in the yard. This has been on my to-do list, I want to say, for about a week. I feel like not the last video, but the video before, I said we were going to go outside and do this, and then we just never did. I just kept on living my life. But today I'm like, I need to come out here and wipe things down. We were going to eat on the far table the other night, and we came out there and it was so like dusty and gross, and like there was sunscreen all over it. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm going to come out here and clean this another day. So we ended up eating here at this table, which I love just as much, but still it was kind of a bummer that I've just like kind of let summer I kind of let the kids, there are days, okay, so the other day I was back here and I must have been 20 Capri Suns like slammed, you know, like when the kids drink them and then they like crumple them up in their hands. There, it looked like a frat house on like a Sunday morning. There were Capri Suns and water bottles everywhere because we had so many kids at the house and they're little. So like, you know, I'm not going to get mad at kids for doing that, but like it was just wow, it looked like a frat house, to be honest. So here is, if you guys remember at the beginning of summer, I had this whole thing stocked full of good summer fun, and we are down to only one basket of goods. That's like how much these kids have played with all the things we had. So I feel like all of those Dollar Tree finds went a long way this summer. Kids have been having a blast with that. The kitchen stuff is over in the bocce court, so they've been playing kitchen over there most of the summer, to be honest, or they do it in the pool, which is great because then all of the stuff from the bocce court gets in the pool, but then that iGarden robot cleans it all up. So it's just been great. It's been wonderful. Get yourself some robots, people. Get yourself a robot vacuum. Get yourself a robot pool vacuum. Just let it do all the heavy lifting, and then all you have to do is kind of clean surfaces, and it makes life so easy. But today I want to do that. We also have one of those little blow up bouncy houses. We've had this thing for years and the kids were bouncing off that into the pool, and I just wanted to get it tidied up, but I don't want to keep dragging it in and out, so I'm just going to leave it outside. But here's where we are with the backyard. Things look pretty nice. I can't wait to flip those pink pillows into my black and white striped ones because I just love that. I did want to do a quick vacuum. We aren't going to mop today, but I definitely wanted to vacuum now that the kids are back from school before I head into the garden, because when I go in the garden, I'm going to get all of those cucumbers and we're going to make some pickles today. I feel like I rarely vacuum, but it's so funny how when I do bring the vacuum out, how Pepe is so obsessed with it and bites it. I don't understand why he does this, but I rarely use it specifically because the Roborock does this every single day. But it was funny, I forget that he hates it. Well, he doesn't bark at it, he just bites it. I don't know. Tell us in the comments, does your dog do the same thing? I've never had a dog do this before. He's just so obsessed with it. He's also obsessed with eating baskets, which really is a shame because I love my baskets and there's always like a nibble out of the side of one. I don't know why. It's like nothing else does he nibble on, but he loves to nibble on baskets, which is very frustrating because I just got a ton of new baskets and now I'm worried about putting any of them out because they're probably going to get nibbled on. I definitely do vacuum the stairs during the week. That's probably the only area we vacuum because I also have a robot vacuum upstairs, the Dreamy vacuum, and so it does the upstairs as well, and it just kind of keeps everything tidy up there. It's a little bit harder up there because it's the kids' rooms and there's just stuff everywhere, but it does a really, really good job. I love it. But now that we're done, finished with the house, let's head out to the garden.
Where's your booty sister? Oh. I need to take your eggs out. How are you, beautiful girl? How are you? Ready to eat? Yeah? I see somebody gave you guys a ton of zucchinis. Which is A-okay. Blanca girl, I'm going to get you out of there because you've had... What are we at? 1, 2, 3. Where's Lucy? Lucy! Lucy girl! She's around here somewhere. You need to get out of here. You need to get... I know. You need to get out of here. Go on, get... Alright. Time to steal eggs. Blanca, you are out of control. God, you guys are laying so many eggs right now. That'd be nice. Okay. Where is Lucy? Lucy!
So when I planted all of these cucumbers, I had a vision of making lots of spicy Korean cucumber salads, which I just absolutely love. I love cucumbers with fruit. The kids eat them with salt. I feel like we go through a lot of them. So I had visions of all of that. But the one thing I haven't done is made pickles before. So today I decided that because we had so many that came out of the garden and they were perfect size for pickles, that we're going to pickle at least 2 jars of spears, and then I'm just going to chop some up and see what happens with those. I'll share the recipe later. My husband loves to cook and has experience pickling things, so he has his own little pickling brine, seasonings, herbs, whatnot, seeds. And I'm going to be using that today. So I'll let you know what I think I have in there. But it should be pretty straightforward. I mean, I feel like pickling is not that difficult to do, but I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Wickles. They are, gosh, I didn't share them in this video, but I must go through a jar of those a week. They are the best pickle. I love their pickled okra. I'm going to link it down below because the Wickles are by far the greatest pickle I think I've ever had. I don't even know how to recreate it, but if I could, that would be exactly the type of pickle I would want to recreate because they are so good. And their okra, oh my gosh. Sometimes during the day when I just want a little snack, I will just snack on their okra. It is so delicious. I will link it down below if you like it spicy, okay? It's spicy, full of packed seasonings, but it is so good. I'll link it down below. But now that I'm done, I'll show you everything we pulled out of the garden today.
So the garden is looking. We have lots growing. We've got tomatoes, basil, all of our peppers, all of our other tomatoes, zucchinis, eggplant, cucumbers, and then all kinds of goodness happening over here as well. I love that we made these beautiful strawberries for the chickens to eat. I'm gonna figure out where Lucy is. Nasturtiums, everything's going, oh, this dill is looking very healthy. And then here's today's little harvest. We have our eggs here. And these are the zucchinis. I won't cook that one, it'll be gross. These are cucumbers. So half of these I'll put into I'll shave up and make a salad. These I'm gonna try to make some really delicious pickles with. Got a little eggplant, a couple new hot peppers, and then some padrones for a little appetizer for my husband and I tonight. Let's get this all inside. It's looking good.
I thought I'd take you on a nice little Sunday tour of the house, just show you how clean everything is and tidy. The backyard has been cleaned up. Everything feels so decluttered and just clean in this house. I feel like it's all starting to come together, even though it's been a couple years of trying to figure out my style in this house. I kind of feel like it's coming back around and it feels really, really good. We got lots of eggs, lots of cucumbers today, a couple zucchinis, some eggplants. I'm going to use that to make a really quick ratatouille. I wanted to check and make sure I had jars in here before I kind of went on with my day, which we always usually have jars in here, so I was really pleased to see that we had a bunch in here. I'm going to need 3 of those, and I like to use the wide mouth ones. It makes it so easy to reach in and grab your pickles. But here is how the living room looks. I'm enjoying having that TV here. I've been putting up some really pretty fall like backgrounds, and it's just been really, really peaceful. We actually watched a movie in here last night, and I loved it. It was nice to be able to not be in the kitchen where I'm looking at a mess, and I was sitting in this room, and it was just like really nice to be able to have space from the mess of the kitchen this particular night right after dinner. I am very curious how it's going to look with the Christmas trees in there, but we have plenty of time to deal with that. For now, everything looks so tidy in here. Soon I'm going to redo that room and make it just a little more cozy for fall. I'm really, really looking forward to just bringing in a nice, subtle, kind of fall decor vibe in here, especially as the kids go back to school. They go back to school. One of my kids goes back to school next week, which is crazy. And then the other 3 go back to school in 2 weeks. No, yes, 2 weeks. So anyway, I just can't believe the summer went by so fast. I was talking to a good friend of mine about how summer used to be like from, June to September when we were kids. Like I'm just shocked at how short summer is. They should make it a little bit longer. So for the cucumbers, always when I harvest these, I just like to use a little scrubber and get those little prickly pears off there. They're just the worst if you are gardening without gloves on. Oh, they are so prickly. But anyway, I just use a little brush to soften those. I'm going to put these in a little bit of an ice bath. Because it's a little bit later in the day, I would typically want to harvest these in the morning. That way they're nice, and I believe that will make them more crunchy. But this particular day, I got out there later in the day, so we are going to put them in an ice bath. And then all I'm going to do is chop these up into spears. I'm going to put in the water and the vinegar into just get that kind of like warmed up. It's not going to be boiling. And then I'm going to be adding in just garlic and the spices. My husband is not here at the moment, so I can't ask him, but I think it's like mustard seeds, coriander seeds, a lot of things like that, like a basic pickling spice blend. I think you can find those at the grocery store. If I can find one, I will link it down below. But I really would love to know what your favorite pickling recipes are, especially for crunchy and spicy. Not like spicy, but just like a little kick, a little bit of spice. But anyway, tell me in the comments down below if you've got a great recipe for that, because I'd love to try it. I will have cucumbers all summer long, so this will not be the first time we make pickles, but I'm really excited to see how these taste. I haven't tasted them yet. I just made these yesterday, and so I'm really, really excited to see what they're going to taste like. Definitely not in the next video, but maybe the one after that, we will give these a try. I think it's 3 to 5 days I got to keep them in here, but I need all the advice down below because I've never pickled anything in my life. such a good time making these. I could see so many different things we could pickle, but I really would love some advice down below, so let me know your pickling recipes and how good did those look. All right, let's go look at some fall decor. Hey guys, I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek before we end today's video. Hi, Pepe. I have all of our fall decor out. So I thought I'd take you on like a little quick... Hi! I have my new fuzzy socks on. They're so cozy. So these are a couple of the new things I picked up. This is all from Michael's. I actually ordered this online because my store didn't really have anything, but I just thought these were really, really beautiful. I thought these were going to be a lot bigger. I'm going to do something fun with these. But I thought this would be really cute. Like over here. Pepe, do you mind not taking my leaves? And or this one as well. That was really beautiful. Could just put some acorns in there, maybe some florals. I just thought these were really unique and had an antique feel to them. I will link down below what I picked up from here. I thought that'd be cute on the front door, like round wreath, like that. I got all of these on sale as well, which is why, oops, what prompted me to purchase them in the first place. And then in here, I have just some candles I've kind of been collecting from Home Goods. And then I got 2 new shades that we're going to put in the bedroom. I have a video I'm going to do where we're going to transform the bedroom with this new bench. Let's see what a nice vibe that is. We like that. So I just picked this bench up. It is so beautiful. I've been eyeing this for so long. I will link it down below. It was on sale and I am so obsessed with it. I almost want to buy another one for the porch, but it is just so well made and very, very heavy. I also like how narrow it is. I'm going to show you, we're going to put that in a future video. I got some new quince bedding, which I'm really excited about, because I've switched all my sheets over to quince because they're the best in my opinion. I mean, look at this vibe we have going on here. Like, it's just amazing. And then here are all the florals. So I typically start with a lighter floral and go all the way up to the darker ones. I didn't even bring out my bag of deep oranges because we're going to start with these here. Then we got a box of pumpkins. These are just really sweet. I love these. Got these at Home Goods a couple years ago. Just a couple things there. And then up here we have our signs I've had forever. I did buy this as new. And then these are from last year, just leftover. I have all these squirrels. Some more picks. Garland. I can't find any of my apple harvest stuff, so we may not even be able to do that this year. But here's all of that. I know it seems slightly overwhelming, but it's kind of controlled chaos in here. I just kind of want to lay everything out, so I knew. Hi, Tuna. You having a good day? Yeah. Excuse me, love. Oh, and Enzo. I just fed them. So anyway, I like to lay them all out so I can kind of see what I have and then get a game plan. So tomorrow we will start decorating. I thought I could do it today, but it actually took me a couple hours just to get this stuff out. But I wanted to give you a sneak peek of all the decor that we're playing with this year. There are some pieces from Target I still really want to try to incorporate this year. And this is maybe half, not even half. I probably have twice as many pillows in the garage, which she loves to sleep in wreaths. Huh, you love that. You found your little spot. Yeah, such a good girl. Fall looks so beautiful on you, Enzo. Anyway, so I don't need any more pillows, but I did just order a couple new pillows. I'll pop on the screen here from Target, which I immediately regretted when I opened up all of my bags of pillows. Anywho, this is going on too long, but I just wanted to show you a couple of the decor items we have. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.